A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
No score after one on EA Sports. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Here's Jackson. He'll try to do it himself. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Boy, so that one, Charles, is a crusher. Take away the touchdown.
Yeah, and that's where defenders, Brandon, really use the sideline to their advantage, because if you can influence the receiver to step out of bounds, you know he can't be the first to touch it when he re-enters the field of play, and that's going to cost him 6 points.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. He's to the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Malik Washington, 87 yards. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's Jackson to throw. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll try to pick it up himself. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Hey, middle. No, we change it.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Kenneth Grant in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Jackson. And Walker has it. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. Now Lamar changing the play.
1st down. A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. To throw is Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Intended for Derrick Henry. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. After the interception, here's Wilson. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
30-yard line.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Here's Wilson. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Wilson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now they'll audible to something else. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Hey, report.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep here for Flowers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop, but that winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Devon Achane to return it. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
Now a 2nd and 2.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 10-yard line.
There's Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
To throw again is Wilson. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another first down.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Complete to Washington. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Now it's Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
It's a gain of 8.
Now Wilson changing the play.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Wilson. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10.
Again, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Darren Waller, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. That went out wide and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Here we go, set. Panther 60, Panther 60. Warrior 70.
Now Wilson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a first and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Washington's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Now Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. There's Wilson to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third and a few inches. Wilson will throw again toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
Check. Viking 18. Trap 60.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with an amazing diving catch. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st down, Ravens.
Here's Jackson to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Bradley Chubb. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. They go play action now. Jackson under pressure, and they got to him again. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 1.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Jackson going to keep it. Going deep for Walker. He's got it at the 15. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
Defensive talk 101. Don't let the quarterback out of the pocket, because when that happens, yeah, you may shrink the field with your defense, but it's so easy to lose someone on the backside. And he finds him and picks up a big gain.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.